Hello and welcome to Roguelike Thursdays. We're going to play a random game here, hopefully not another JRPG. I might just, if it says it's a JRPG, I might just skip it. I mean, it'd be interesting to find one I actually like, but the point is to be playing roguelikes, and I play roguelikes because they give you instant feedback versus JRPG, which does not at all. So, I don't think they're the same thing. They can both be dungeon crawlers, but they're not the same type of game. Once Upon a Dungeon 2. Okay. Turn-based, open handcrafted world, procedurally generated dungeons, predefined dungeons, permanent death, hack and slash oriented, tons of loot. I'm suspicious that this is... Oh, well, there's a demo. I could play the demo. Oh, I've actually played this game before. Okay. And it's actually decent. Let's just leave it all default. And I played it a while ago. There wasn't... like, the demo was quite a bit smaller, so we'll see. Class that fights dirty with dirty tricks. A class that fights with dirty tricks prefers daggers. It has hard limits for maximum magic and strength. Hard caps on magic and strength. Max dexterity, max magic. Okay, I tend not to like magic in these sort of games, so let's go knight. And... let's boost defense and strength. Does hit points only go by one? Yeah, okay. Oops, I didn't want to increase that. Interesting. Why would you ever put points into hit points? Chance to hit. Okay. Passives, abilities. Sword mastery increases chance to hit. Iron skin increases defense for a few turns. I like passive skills. I've always been much more of a fan of passive skills than active skills. Okay, bigger chance to hit. Bigger chance to tear apart. Okay. Adventure mode. Full game experience. Story-driven. Big open world. Long time needed to finish. Dungeon crawling. Traverse dungeon after dungeon. Fight, loot, trade, play again. That sounds more like my style. I don't want an overworld. Press button 3. Oh, can you use a controller? Oh, you can. Okay. Sure, I'll try it with a controller. There's not many roguelikes you can play with a controller, so this is interesting. Okay. Found place camp's portal. Yes, I did. What was that? Nope. Okay. Music reminds me of Dead Cells, the new seed sort of section. Is this the entrance to the dungeon? This is the world map. Actually, I think the demo that I played only had a dungeon. It wasn't like a full-blown world. Press X to collect a single loot. Oh, I've got quite some range. Yeah, wow. Do I want all this stuff? Okay. Okay, so you can't use the D-pad to move. You have to use the controller, and it's not quite going the directions I want it to go. I have troubles pressing the right directions when I use a controller for whatever reason. Okay. Maybe I got crooked thumbs or something. Okay. Down I go. Okay. Grab a fish. Grab a bone. No. Okay. What do we have over here? Identify scroll, I guess. Okay. It feels very quick to move. I like it. Like, you're just going. Very smooth is not quite the right term. Like, it feels smooth, but it's like smooth in a almost chunky way. I don't know how to describe. I don't know what the word for that is. But I like it. Ooh, okay. Press X button. Yes, I got that one. How do I fight? Okay, I just walk into them. I would like a potion. Oh, okay. This, oh, why does it only... Okay, so it isn't actually a... It isn't actually a quick wheel. You have to scroll all the way along the wheel by pressing up and down only. You can't press left or right. Okay. So it kind of defeats the whole point of a quick wheel, but it still has the annoying shape of a quick wheel. So would not recommend that as a decision made by the developers. Okay. If they want to have a quick wheel for any reason. Like, it's basically the worst of both worlds for people that play with a controller and people that don't play with a controller. Okay, I'd like to use the potion, please. Use potion? No? Press A. Restores health. Yes, I could guess that, but I'd like to use it now. Okay, I'm going to give up on the controller. I don't think this game's actually controller supported. Okay, there we go. And WASD appears to let you move. Let me see. Hooch, powerful liquid, can be used as part of a recipe. I did not mean to open a grill. Okay. Right. Oh, I see there's campfires everywhere. And I'm stuck. Okay. How do you pick up stuff from a distance? Okay, clicking on the map will actually just move you to that spot. I'd like to pick stuff up. Space? No. Shift? No. Control? No. Alt? No. Controls? Let's see here. Grab is G. G's a long ways off of WASD there. Okay. It's not the most comfortable. I guess you can also use... Maybe there's a middle mouse button can also pick up or something. Let's see. Oops. Let's see here. Why wouldn't grab be E? Wouldn't that make way more sense? Let me grab E. Oh, E is set up campfire. That's why there's campfires everywhere. I see. Okay. Well, what if I make campfire G? There. Okay. There. I don't know how they played this game that they thought this was the right keys for it. I don't know like the correct way to play at this point. Okay. Recipe is being collected. Press start to open crafting panel and see its description. Okay, I don't actually want to be using a controller right now, so can I disable controllers? Show gamepad hints is actually off, and yet it's still showing them to me. So diagonal combat is an option. I remember reading the description. They allowed it for grognards or something was what they said. So it can be there if you desperately must have it. Okay. And these are what? You just use a shortcut for swap action. Okay. I just pressed F. Okay, I see. And what if I... Okay, crafting appears to be a big thing here. I don't like crafting. How do I grill the fish? Grab grillable food. Yeah, okay. And then grill. Okay, and then return to backpack. Right, why is there a whole step to do that? Okay. Actually, I think I'd rather shift pick up here than E even. Okay. Whole bunch of little sluggy things over here. Yeah, combat feels good. I like... Animations are... They might look simple, but they're not. Like, that's... They're actually showing everything that's going on there. Okay. Character leveled up. What am I lacking in? I'm not hitting them enough, and I'm not killing them enough. There we go. Okay, what about abilities? Oh, that's a big tree. Okay. Passive abilities are used by the hero automatically, each turn / randomly. Just invest action points and enjoy them. Okay. I don't think that was a necessary hint. I think passive is pretty self-explanatory. And then active are, yeah, must be assigned to the hotbar. This one maybe could be a pop-up, but the other one I think is just a waste of people's time. And might turn them off the game. Bonus to cannon projectile attack. I don't have a cannon. Let's see. Are any of these interesting? Open wounds, iron skin. They're just like little stat bonus things. I don't really care. It's not like Dungeon Man's. I think, you know, you choose the ability and it's like you can leap across the map and you're like, yeah, okay, that sounds interesting. But I mean, more arrows, that could be good. But I'm not interested in like defense plus 5% or 10% or whatever it would be. I don't really care. Or, oh, you do more bleeding damage. It's like, yeah. Rather that be a passive than anything. Spell abilities apply to scrolls and books, but not to projectiles casted by... Cast, I think. By weapons, staffs, wands, scepters. That means a fireball emitted from a staff will have a different power than one cast by a scroll or book. Okay. So let's say I learn Fireball. Magic level 2 low. Okay. Okay, good. So it'll tell me what I need somewhere. 9, I assume? Oh, 12 right there. Okay. Passive. Bulk attack. Chance to strike all surrounding enemies. Now that's interesting. Chance to strike back when being hit. That's interesting. So the actives I don't know if they're that interesting, but these are actually pretty interesting. Better loot. That seems good. Bonus to luck. Finding non-equipment. Plus 0%. How about now? Plus 3. Oh, it's very small. Okay. What about this whole strike back thing? 2%. Okay, so these increases are tiny. Alright. 7%. 4%. What was the decision making behind these numbers? Instead of choosing like round numbers, or at least like 2.55. Now I'm using the old key. I've never been a fan, as you can obviously tell, of okay, that's if I try to move, I mean, they're trying to do too many things at once, I think. Like, they're trying to let you have keyboard controls for everything, but I don't know. If I try to move here, I'd like the screen to go away, since it is mouse-driven. Like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to put items in here in the first place without it moused away? Like, yeah, I don't seem to be able to do it, so it may as well not have this. Unless I'm missing something, of course. Which I could very well be. First impression, you know, it's hard to be too precise on anything. Oh, nice. What do we have here? Hit point, hits enemies, identification, throwing torch. So if I, let's see, press 0, and then I press like here. Ah, okay, that's cool. Okay, and now I want the throwing torch to go away. I still seem to be holding it. Unless that's just a normal torch. The map is kind of zoomed in, and I didn't want to see that worm. I'd like to I can't zoom out? Or it's random when it lets me zoom out or not? Okay, so I don't get to see the map. Okay. Kind of tricky to figure out where you've been, I guess. Again, okay, cannonball. Sure. I'll assume that's a cannonball anyways. Okay, can I do something with that cannonball? What is it? Cannonball can cause significant damage. Excellent. You can assign a scroll to the hotbar using 0 to 9. Okay. I think just having that hover over... I don't know. That's a tricky one to decide where to put it. That wasn't significant. Or maybe that is significant. Maybe I misunderstood and they didn't misspell it. Okay. I like the anime. Everything feels very meaty. I hope there's not a limit on these things, because I'm burning through them. Okay. There's a skeleton in that sarcophagus. Who would have thought? Loot can be consumed by pressing the digit it is assigned to on the hotbar. Or right mouse button. Okay, and I'd like... I think like a little press whatever to dismiss hint would be nice. Like press shift to dismiss hint, for instance. Instead of having to every time go up here, because it's more trouble than it's worth at this point. And I'd rather just not know. So I think I'll disable the hints next time they pop up. What is this supposed to be? Ah, it's a trap. I see. Oh, does my vision dim when I... Oh. Prepare for some significant damage, punk. Cannon not found in inventory. Well then, how did I shoot it last time? And just a little pop. It doesn't have to be like this big thing you have to dismiss. It could just be a little no cannon, like, you know that you show the bleed thing show up? Just show a little like, no cannon, no cannon, no cannon. Okay, now, what is the point of food? Healing. Okay, leveling up heals you. So, I don't care about food, I guess. Alright, give me that. Yeah, this so I can close in against arrows, I guess. And then, just let me smack him. Okay. I'm basically choosing... It's kind of funny if you're like a mage, right? Like, look at this choices here, right? If you're a fighter, you want health, strength, defense, dexterity. If you're a mage, you want magic. Okay. I'm sure like health would also matter a little bit, and you'd probably get stuck in a hand-to-hand fight. So health plus 10% for... So it seems to increase your max health. Let's see. No, that looked like it healed me. Maybe it does both. Hits pointed enemy with a devastating axe of Perun. Targeted enemy, I assume. So I'm assuming this is translated. Okay. Which, you know, fair enough. Sword mastery. Doesn't if you hover here, it shows you the chance, but if you hover here, it doesn't. I think you're going to be over here, right? So it could be both, but I think it could also be here. Maybe they didn't want to cover up. No, they're okay with covering up their own window. Okay. Sword damage. Okay, so that's actually an increase. Restore health. Restores health at turn's beginning. So currently my health does not regenerate. So any amount in there is basically better than nothing, right? Like significantly better than nothing. That one actually more than doubles when you get it again. The percentage increases seem... They should be predictable, I think, would be my game design idea here, right? Like, it doesn't have to be exact, it doesn't have to be 5% every time, but if it's 2.5%, 5%, 10%, you're like, okay, it doubles every time. Or if it's 3, 6, 9, you're like, okay, it's plus 3 every time. Or if it's 3, 9, 27, you're like, okay, it squares every time, or something like that, right? Like, it goes up by the square, like, or not this, yeah, you know what I mean. It goes up exponentially. But 0.3 to 0.75, and then what's after 0.75? 0.1, so it goes up, it goes slow, fast, slow. It's like, what is going on here, right? And maybe he had a very, like, it feels like you're typing numbers into it at random and not that you're trying to do something that a human being would be like, yeah, that feels right, or I can understand or predict what will be next. If people can predict your next action, that's less information they need to store in there. I have got myself a magic cannonball. Oh, it's gone now. That's less information the person has to keep in mind to learn your game, which means that they can play your game more often because they already know it, right? That's why games now use the same control scheme. Like, this game uses WASD to move instead of, like, VTOL to move left, right, up, down. Because there's a convention. And using multiples of 3 and 5 are human conventions. They're not just video game conventions. So using video game conventions... Oh, he knocked away my weapon. That's probably bad. Okay, I'd like to... And now he knocked away my shield. Okay, do I have more weapons? It's neat that the gear all shows up on your character. What is this? Sulfur. Ice ball wand. Bronze sickle. Okay. Wood. I'm probably running low on that by now. Okay. No, like... See, I like games with lots of gear, but I like it when it's, like, actually, you know, gloves, rings, hats, whatever. Not like, here's a random thistle and a random rock and a random, you know, like, just a bunch of garbage rather than... Now, that said, I do like Divinity Original Sin and all the crafting in there, but And Breath of the Wild does crafting very well as well, but those games are special, and it's very difficult to be special. Maybe this game is special, too. Everyone wants to be special, of course, right? But I think you have to admit your limitations with some of the stuff and be like, we don't have the ability to have a giant team that can actually make a crafting system engaging and have a reason to exist, other than just to give out more loot than... Because most of the time, crafting is just used, even by AAA companies, just as a way to give you a false sense of progression without giving you loot all the time. So, like, I've just been playing Dark Messiah Might and Magic, right? And I found in a secret area a quiver of endless bolts, so now I have endless arrows. That's amazing loot, but imagine instead what they could be doing is like, oh yeah, you just have to go around and you'll find like 3 sticks here and 2 pebbles there and a feather there, and then you get like 100 of those, and then you can have a slightly better bow. Like, you know, Far Cry style. And like, what's the point of this? Far Cry, the reason they did it, Far Cry actually did it for a reason, because they wanted you to engage with their game world, and basically the more you engage with their open world, the better your gear will become. But a lot of games like The Witcher 3 just turned into this loot table to make it feel like you're getting more loot than you are, which is pointless. But games like Breath of the Wild and Far Cry, at least the earlier Far Cries, I mean, even the later Far Cry seem to understand it. They actually put the loot system in so that you engage with the world more. Which isn't to say you go and stand in areas pointlessly harvesting stuff more. It's actually, in Far Cry, you kill more animals, you get more animal skins that you can use. You pick more plants. The plants may be a bit more faffy, but I'm not actually sure if they do it based on regions, like temperate regions or whatnot. Skyrim does this, where it's like, okay, I need death balls, so I have to go to a swamp, so I'm going to head to the swamp region. So actually you're engaging with the world, at least. And Breath of the Wild, why their crafting system's so engaging, is because you get to decide what is made from... You decide the outcome. You don't just have to get a bunch of things on a checklist to make something. But in general, I think it's just to give you more fake loot, to give you a feeling that you're getting more rewards than you actually are. Alright, I got that cool new weapon. I should probably... Let's see here. Blind Justice. Not identified. Well, have I got the scroll for you? Kapow. Blind Justice. Melee attack 4 to 6 versus 2 to 4. Okay. Has life stealing, better chance to hit, and does elemental damage as well. You need 15 dexterity. I do not like skill requirements in games at all. I'm a big anti-fan of that, you could say. It's like, oh, you found this cool sword, awesome. Oh, no, I can't do anything with it. Okay. Worst part of Diablo. This table is in my way. Ooh. Rain of Poison. Can I just... Well, the range on this seems a little, short. I'm not sure about that one. Wait, can I, like, back away, maybe? I'll figure out with the next one. Okay. Maybe I have to... Yeah, I can just target... Okay, there we go. Okay, so you can cast spells even as a... Oh, and you can have your range attack out while you're... Okay, that feels really good. I don't like range attacks in most roguelikes, but this one lets you use the mouse for range while not taking... My hand isn't getting taken away from playing the game. My hand is free to move the mouse around while I'm doing the range attack, while I'm walking around and fighting with my left hand. Very nice. I like that feeling. Skeleton? No, clothes. Okay. Ooh, we put them on too. All right. I do like how, you know, everything's like rusty and broken. So when you get something good, it feels really good, right? Because you're like, I have gear. It's not like you start with the peasant garb and then you get the basic armor. It's like, I start with the rotted gear. Now I have the gear that just has a couple holes in it, and maybe I'll get a gear with one hole in it. Oh, won't that be good? I love that feeling. This feels very like Labyrinth Lord First Edition to me in style, which I'm a huge fan of. So I love the aesthetic. I love the progression in terms of visuals, at least. What is that? Pendant recipe. Turns a cord into a pendant for a piece of magic dust. What on earth? I should probably engage with this. It seems like it's a pretty important system. Do I have a piece of cord? They said something about viewing recipes, right? Somewhere? But it gave a weird way to do it. Gloves. Why am I not wearing these worn gloves? They're clearly not worn because I'm not wearing them. Ah, they're worse than my current gloves. Okay. That was a joke, by the way. I know what worn means. Let's see here. Craft. Ah, here we go. I have a bunch of magical dust. Okay. Equipment merge. Turns 2 pieces of equipment into one of better quality. Do they have to be the same? The equipment produced by the merge and upgrade equipment cannot be used again in that recipe. Do you want to continue? Yes. Oh, do I need to... Wait, did I just waste the... How? Okay, didn't waste it. Let me see here. So suppose I put this glove and this glove in this window, or do I put them in this window? I don't know which window to put them in. Maybe I put them in this window. And I say, merge. Bonk. Ah, cool. Okay. Neat. Okay. Maybe the crafting system is better than I was giving it credit for. Recharge a magical weapon. Turn a gem into a different kind of gem. Okay, no, this is I'm liking this. I'm liking this. This is interesting. Okay. I'm tempted to like combine my swords, but I'm afraid I'll end up with a sword I just can't use. Maybe I can bind my sickle though with my sword. Do a little merge down here, I think. There we go. Okay, I see how it works. You put it in here. They shouldn't allow it to go up here, I think. This should just be pure recipes. But you put it in here. You click on the one that becomes highlighted because of what you did. Kaboom. You now have a sickle, which I hope was better than what I just had. Although I'm not skilled in sickles, which are axes, I guess. Okay. And I could recharge this wand if I wanted. And so if I put this diamond here, yeah, this will pop up, and then I can turn it into a different gem. But I have no reason to do that right now. Okay, neat. Neat, neat, neat. Alt weapon, press X to swap. Okay, so then I go arrow with bolts. Bolts are just in my inventory, I guess. Okay. Okay. So now I'm in the world here. Kapow. I've got this bow, which I probably shouldn't be slamming into that chest. Okay. Let's see how ranged combat is, because it tends to be not so good. Okay. Let's see. Swap over. And fire. How do you shoot? Let's go back. Okay, options. Ah, left control is left control. Good. Use active item is N. Set up campfire is P or G. Why would you have two for that action? Perhaps... I have to get rid of my active thing, I see. Okay. But then I switch to this and I can start blasting. Maybe I have to find another creature first. Okay, how... I'd like to go up here, please. No, not an option. Can you go through walls? Yeah. Okay. Get some more magic dust. That's apparently very important for crafting. And why do I see gaps? Ah, okay. Does that mean like secret door or something? But it just shows it on the minimap? Okay, can I shoot you? Yes. Wow, this thing... Okay, range combat does not feel so fun. At least not for a warrior. Level up. I need... What did I need for my sword? Give me some dexterity. Okay. Pooh, now I get my sword. Aha! Because it is strange, right? Like, you need to be better at hitting to get the sword that makes you better at hitting. Like, why do you have that thing cap hidden behind stats? Like, you can do in Dark Souls and say, this sword gives you a -4 to hit. And then, okay, well, I'll take the sword for its massive attack, but I'll need the dexterity to do it. Or you can just say, yeah, use the sword, but it's not going to be as effective as it would otherwise be, because you're missing those stats, right? Yeah, never been a fan of the level gating. Why is my defense so much higher? Huh, strange. Okay. Well, I'll take the dexterity and strength, I guess. I wonder if it's like Diablo, where you can equip other gear to let you equip other gear. I would assume it probably is. Okay, looting mastery, sure. I'll go all out, because the... Yeah, look, it went up by 1%, and now I'm at 27. It doesn't make any sense, the progression. Like, I mean, it's fine to be exponential, but it has no hint that it will be, because everything else is very random and sometimes slows down and sometimes speeds up. Ooh, it caught fire. I like it. I'm gonna eat some raw meat, because, you know, I don't have any... Actually, you know what I should be doing is... Can I swap those? So that's 2. Raw meat. That's raw meat. Wait, where's the cooked? Ah, there we go. Can I do that? Yes. Okay. Excellent. Now, don't mind me. I'm just going to do a bit of a grill. There we go. Delicious. Okay. More cannonballs. I need to find myself a cannon. Okay, so magic... Ooh, this looks promising. Oh, it's so good it opened twice. Look at that. Poison ball scepter. Now, can you combine weapons of totally random types? Did it say? 2 equipment into 1 better equipment. So if I were to say, look, I don't care about... Why are you doing this? Not identified. Identify? Okay. I don't care about this poison ball, and I don't care about this cannonball. Just give me, like, sure, 9 of them. Now, I'd like to combine these. 2 equipment is required. Okay, move them all back. So I don't care about this poison ball staff, and I don't care about this sickle. Oh, I can't use the sickle because I already crafted with it. This bolt. Okay, I guess bolts aren't equipment either. I'd like to make a point here, but I seem to not have any equipment to make it with. Because the fireball staff, of course, is going to actually work. Well, let's just grab another scepter, sure. Okay, so I can do it with 2 scepters. And then I get the poison ball staff, yeah. Okay. How many identify scrolls do I have? Wow. I like that hotkey where you can just... I'm not pressing anything, I'm just clicking on it because I already own the identify scrolls. Okay, +3 and 5. Or 4. I resist fire, though. Is this just the straight-up music from Dead Cells? It sounds so similar. Okay, so gems enchant equipment. Do I know how to do that? Oh, I do. Okay, so very Diablo. Alright, so this will give more cold attack and more chance to hit. So I take this, bam, enchant. You need enchantable equipment. Not everything's enchantable, is it? How do I know if it's enchantable? I assume it has this little symbol in the corner, maybe? Okay. What about... Or is enchantable equipment an equipment that's... Is this enchantable? It is. Is all the equipment I upgraded enchantable? It seems to be, right? I wonder. I wonder if that's how you get enchantable equipment. Okay, well, I'm done with this screen, and I'm done with this screen. I think tab should be to open your inventory. Like, you can change it, of course, but because you use it, so you seem to be using the inventory a lot in this game. Now, what is that? Small warrior enchanter. Enchants equipment. Okay. Makes you a small warrior, I assume. Oh, there's another chest. Boink. Okay, got some gold, got some stabbers. Okay, I'm actually having a lot of fun with this game, but I want to see that overworld thing just to get a feel for it. So I'm actually going to go back and then I'm going to play the overworld. And I really can't see myself enjoying playing as a mage or a hunter, so I think I'll just be a knight again. But this time I'm going to go all in on dex. Alright. And I don't like... The hotbar is a bit busy, so I don't want to have more abilities on it, I don't think. That's more of a me thing, although it is a bit much. Okay. Story driven. Let's see what this is like. Just to get a quick idea. Because this is giving me almost like a Diablo or Divinity Original Sin style feeling.
Kill that beast!
Damn, I was hoping for a peaceful recovery.
Finish off this disgusting rat.
Alright, so are the bandits the bad guys or the chickens? Oh, both, I guess. Okay, I love the gear in this game, though. I love it a lot. Interact. What's up?
What's that? Gotcha. Maybe you... Sure thing. I've dealt with more difficult tasks.
Okay, so he's turned this into a kind of tutorial, which is neat. Although I think... Yeah, the warrior starts with a weapon that's about as good, so... Good to go. Alright, let's get that boar. Tonic. You the guy that provides the drink portion of the 3 things a man needs? 1 boar. And someone should clean out whatever this is. Okay. We all good now, cat man?
Concerning the boar,
I did it.
I'm glad to hear it.
Goodbye. Okay. This camp appears to be beset by foes. Let's see. Can I, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Wait. Is there a wait button? Yes, space does let you wait. Oh, lightning. Okay. You can also just, of course, not have your inventory automatically have things go to it, which I think actually might be the better way to play this game. I thought it would be convenient, but there's so many items, I think it's actually better not to have that happen. Shortcut bar. I think there's too much. Rain of Ice scroll. Okay. Bear got me some loot. What do we have? 2 to 4. 2 to 4. We got a fireball wand. Can I equip that as I can. Okay, and then... is there not a slot 3 anymore? That's just the recharge magical weapon, I guess. Okay, I see. Primary shield, secondary shield. Okay, sure. All good. Right. So can I now... Can I attack ground with my fireball wand? It doesn't seem to be the case. Oh right, I still have this equipped. Maybe I can now? Ooh, that's not what I was going for. Okay, that's very little. That wolf looks nasty. Okay, can I pick that plant? Doesn't look like it. Where was the... That's right control does that. Can pick mushrooms. Take out this farmer's chicken. Okay, so this is actually really... I'm liking this overworld, actually. This game is definitely... Yeah, no, this is interesting. There's a big world here, a lot going on. I cannot move due to hunter traps, so can I cast spells while I'm trapped? Seems like I can. Okay, level up. Give me that restore health, and then go back to the better looting, obviously. And then over here, I kind of want to save my points until I have something for them, but I guess I'll go into strength for the moment until I have an item I need. Okay. There's a chest out of... Yeah, very Diablo-esque. But they say this overworld is handmade, and then Okay, careful out here. There's some scary things. A skilled person can get the skin and meat from it. I wonder if those rot. Take down the spider. Excellent. Spider had a bunch of beer on it, of course. That's what spiders all have. Okay. There appears to be a cult over here or something. Oh yeah, a bunch of druids. Alright. Well, two can play at that game. Ooh. They've got more range than I do. Cracked stone. Do they summon that stone? Okay. Do I have anything else? I have my wand, I suppose. Let's see here. Kapow. Okay, I think I should be getting out of here. Let me have... And I need some wood so I can actually cook my food. Beer would give me strength, which is not what I need right now. Or hoops, rather. Out of range. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna run away. It's a kind of annoying you have to wait for their animations to go before you can move again, but it's not the end of the world. I don't know what that was supposed to be. Plum holder, apparently. Okay. And what do we got here? Part of a crafting recipe. Okay. It's going dark. Scroll? Or did I die? No. No, I don't think I've died. Can I please cast my portal scroll? What's this mean? I'd like to... Cannot operate when UI panel is active. Permanent death. Main menu. So what happens when you die? You start a new game. Okay. No, this is very cool. I like it a lot. This is definitely one I could see myself returning to. I have a lot of other games on the go, so I probably won't, but someday in the future, like, there's a lot going here that I really like. And yeah, you can see you sort of go from the broken, beaten up gear to the better gear. I really like the art, as rough as it is. Like, it's very expressive, and everything feels very punchy and meaningful. Yeah, I like it a lot. Like, there's a lot of things that I found out there that I wouldn't agree with the design decisions, but overall, very fun experience and very compelling. I think this game has a huge potential in it, actually. And it's the sequel, so obviously they've learned a lot from what they did in the previous one, because that's how sequels work. Sometimes they're a letdown, but I haven't played the first one, but yeah, this is really good. I liked it. So I'll leave it there, and yeah, you guys check it out, Once Upon a Dungeon. Looks like it's on Steam. There's a demo on itch, and I think there was a demo on Steam as well, because I played the first demo on Steam. I don't know if it's the same one I just played here. There's a lot more than when I last played. It feels a lot better to play when I first played, and when I first played, I was like, this game's almost good, but not quite, but now I can definitely say it is good. So yeah, you have a good one, take care, and check out Once Upon a Dungeon. See ya.